Are you ready for this? It's the 2024 World Championships. Riders are entering Zurich now for the first 7 loops of 27 kilometers they're going to do. Racing in their national colors, in national teams, different from their normal trade teams, and what's a crazy long race. We got so many riders competing here in Zurich, and of course the big stars like Remco Evenepoel won the double gold at Paris Olympics and the TT gold here. Tadej Pogacar, Giro d'Italia Tour de France champion in 2024, and defending 2023 champion Mathieu van der Poel. Out there, they're facing 274 kilometers and around about 4,500 meters of climbing.
This is one of those tough world championships. How did you find that circuit, and can you imagine, 274 kilometers out there?
Yeah, it's the World Championships, that's for sure. I think it will prove the best road cyclist in the world. It is unforgivable. It's a freaking technical course again. When they're making the course, they know how to make it hard, and not just the terrain, but the difficulties of all the corners and descending. And yeah, it's a phenomenal race, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot punchier than Montreal, a lot more technical than I thought. Like really a lot of accelerations out of corners, a lot of at the back at the start. It was like you put your foot down every 10K with it bunching up. So it was quite a grippy course out there.
It's just a difficult race. 270K with 3,500 meters. I think it was just raced really full gas and just on legs.
Oh wow, we're coming up to the final 2 circuits of this 2024 World Championships. And it seems very complicated because only once, maybe twice a year, do riders come together to ride for their nation instead of their normal trade teams. This year we saw it twice with the Olympics happening this year in Paris, but a lot of times it's just once a year at the World Championships, and they have to figure out how to work together when normally during the year they're used to working with their trade teams. Tadej Pogacar with UA, Remco Evenepoel with Soudal Quickstep, and so forth. But today it's all about the national teams and those colors, the green of Slovenia, the light blue of Belgium, the dark blue of Italy, and the orange of Holland. And right now on front, well, can you believe it? You probably do. It's Tadej Pogacar in charge of this 2024 World Championships, and we're almost done, so we're gonna get to more of the riders.
Australia really rode well today. You're proud of how it all came together, and how difficult is it to come together as a national team when you're not used to racing together?
I reckon Aussies are pretty good at it. I think camaraderie is, one of the traits within the nation. We've had plenty of chats together as a team with the boys, and there's no egos. We all have done results throughout our career. We know where we stand, where our strengths are, how to play it. And I actually have to give credit to the boys because they were also knocking my head saying, no, you're good, because at the start it didn't really feel like that. So yeah, this is for Aussie cycling, not just for me.
Oh, it's the best. I love representing Canada. I'm really proud of Canadians, so it's always nice to be at the World Champs.
We spent the whole week with the guys we've grown up racing with on the junior team and under 23 national team, and it's just a really nice atmosphere at the hotel, and all speaking English and joking around, and yeah, it was really a nice week, and I always love racing at the Worlds.
What was going on when Tadej attacked?
Oh, I think he's just, when he went, everyone don't can follow. He's the best rider in the world.
It was difficult because when he goes, it was super hard. Everybody saw him going. Yeah, everybody hesitated because if you follow, mostly you explode and then you have nothing. But he was just too strong today, and at the end was a bit lottery for second place behind. Ben O'Connor did it very smart, and for me I'm really happy with the performance. Tadej was just too strong today.
Tadej was just on a special day, and in some races you would say it's easily controllable, especially with the headwind on the longer part of the climb. The moment that he went on the top of the climb, I was sitting next to Mathieu and we were speaking, and we were thinking that it was a suicide move, that everything was going to come back together. But yeah, he was on a good day. In the end, he rode as fast as we did in the back, so I think he deserved it. If you look at his season, he's the guy that deserves to ride in the rainbows next year. On the other hand, I think for myself I did the maximum.
I don't know how long Tadej was solo for himself, but he did a huge ride today.
Yeah, like 65, 70K, I think.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, we were still riding, especially with the 2 laps to go. We were actually swapping off, and yeah, it wasn't slow. So impressive ride, and you shouldn't expect anything less from Hog.
No, it was, of course, it was not planned, it was stupid. So anyone who would plan this, you would not be very high. So sometimes in the race you do stupid things, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But yeah, today it worked, and yeah, it was an incredible day. I had good legs until like last lap, but yeah, I never gave up and pushed through. It was an incredible day.
Well, the riders are closing up shop here, celebrating the end of a long, crazy day, racing with their national teams. Somehow, all the riders were able to come together and pull it off. There was some frustration. We saw that with Remco Evenepoel, but there was good work out there on the part of Slovenia, and Tadej Pogacar doing what everybody thought was impossible, going 100 kilometers out, winning the World Championships, a Triple Crown, Giro, Tour de France, and now world champion. One of the hardest course in years, and one of the hardest things to do, work as a team, a national team, and pull off victory.